Which of these shapes has two curved sides? Which of these letters can? Which of these battles took place the early? Which of these Disney characters? PEX is the standard abbreviation. Which of these is the name? Guipure is a heavy form of what fabric? Which of these festivals do? American author. Which of these Danny Boyle films is set mainly? Which of these is a crime? Which of these French cities is first? What do you wear? In Greek mythology. Which of these US TV? Which of these A.A. Milne? Which of these is a fear of spiders? Which of these is the name of? Which of these games traditionally used? Which of these films stars Zac Efron and Zendaya? In the 80s and which of these bones is nearest? Which of these musical which of these is another meaning of the? In the game of Snap. Which of these films is set? What type of garment is a peignoir? Which of these is not an amphibian? Who's 2000? What kind of vehicle was a charabanc? In which Olympic sport is there? Think before you ink is a warning about getting what? The first human heart transplant took place in what city? Coruscant and Naboo are planets in which sci-fi franchise? The Champagne term demi-sec means what? A golfer's handicap is calculated by the number of what? Which singer was born in 9 Miles, Jamaica in 19? Which singer was born in 9 Miles? In what part of the body are the Haversian canals? Una cerveza por favor is how you ask for what in Spain. What color links a fruit and a former mobile phone company? Which comedian wrote the 2007 autobiography? Equipment for what activity is stored in a tack room? What parts of a plant most usually absorb liquid by osmosis? What would you hold in place with a barrette? Ellis Island is in the harbor of which US city? Seth Rogen starred as Mac Radner in which comedy film? Seth Rogen starred as Mac Radner in which? Boomerang was a 2013 hit single for which feat? In a medical checkup 120/80 is a measure. In Germany what genre of fiction is a crimi? In 1998 Wigton was named as Scotland's national. In The Simpsons what type of beings are Kang and Kodos? The band Pearl Jam helped to popularize what sort of music? Where can the hardest substance in the human body be found? The horse that won the 2002 Epsom Derby had what? The horse that won the 2002. Which Scottish multimillionaire is Donald Duck's uncle? How is the island of Hawaii also known? Which 1959 Lorraine Hansberry play starred Sydney? Which two countries own the Virgin Islands? What if